This is the Transformers Robots in Disguise Combiner Force Warrior Class Windblade, and this is the variant with it's retooled, it's repainted, and the head sculpt has been retooled into that battle mask variant, and the figure is part of the second wave of the 2017 Combiner Force Warrior Class series of figures. And here she is. It's well, it's exactly the same as the previously released Windblade, with the obvious differences of certain paint apps about the mold and a brand new head sculpt. We'll talk about that in a while. Let me just stand her up here for a while. Show you guys the packaging. Here's the new Combiner Force Warrior Class packaging. The artwork seems to be the same. And again, 7 steps of transformation. Okay. We'll put that there. We'll see if we can follow those instructions later, just for those of you who are new to the mold. Okay, let's talk about this figure. The figure, as I said, is the same mold as the previously released Windblade. Speaking of which, here she is, with the obvious differences in paint apps. The red plastic they used is much darker than this one. This one is like an Optimus Prime red. This is more of a Takara Optimus Prime red. And, well, she still has her headpiece. We should put that there. Her head sculpt kind of reminds me more of Nightbird than a Windblade head sculpt. But it's so badass. Look at that. It's not... The pictures did not do justice to this figure. But yeah, look at that. I love the sculpt. My only complaint about the sculpt is the paint apps, not the sculpt, about the whole head. The new head is the paint apps. I've seen several on the pegs, and the paint apps on the on this new face, on this new head sculpt is just absolutely horrible on some of the figures, or most of the figures. So more comparisons. The red plastic is much brighter for this one. You can see there's yellow highlights here, and here it's blue, but instead of the outer parts of her breastplate, it's the inner lines. You get the same Autobot logo, with, I think, a different code for this one. It looks like it, that it's a different scan code. The torso, or the abdomen, I like this one better. This one is just way too electro spark blue. The wings seem to be molded the same. The nose cone is the same. There's a difference in the cockpit, or the canopy. This one is more cartoony, I think, than this one. And obviously the wings have more paint on this one. There's more silver paint. Well done, Hasbro. More paint apps, yay. This one is more of a sparkly, metallic, but matte type of gray. This one is just flat, glossy black. And you can already see the elbows and the hips. These are like that same gray metallic plastic that's matte, a little bit matte, but sparkly a bit. This is more black, which I think looks better. But the legs, this is yellow, black, and silver. Well, this one, they made it, this was originally like crimson, blue, and black. I'm not sure if this is more faithful. I think this is more faithful to the show, or to the generation. So I don't know. This one is more of like a battle ready Windblade, but it's really grown on me, this whole new sculpt, this whole new paint scheme on her. I was a little bit skeptical about the yellow paint and those electro lighter shade of baby blue, but somehow it works. But my bias and preference is still for this figure because of the head sculpt. I love that. I still like that open-faced head sculpt, that's sort of like geisha looking or kabuki looking head sculpt. This is a battle mask, and yeah, it's okay. I guess it's a variant that they could use. So if there was any way I could swap parts here and there, I probably would. Like the wings, I like the wings here, but I do like the legs of this one more. The hips I like better. I don't know. The red really is grown on me on this one, so it's good to have both. Now, the sword is essentially the same. It's the same black sword. Unlike the Generations version that has the clear plastic, this is the same black sword, which you can also peg on her hips. That, and she can also hold here like that. Okay. Articulation for the figure is essentially the same as that one. It's got a ball jointed neck, waist swivel, ball jointed shoulders, bicep swivel, hinge elbow, waist swivel, ball jointed hips, thigh swivel, double jointed knees because of transformation, but essentially it's just a single jointed knee, and some foot articulation because of transformation. Speaking of transformation, 5 minutes into the video, let's transform her. Let's see if we can follow the instructions. Okay, step 1, it says fold up the nose cone like this and cover up her head. And the tabs into the shoulders, that's fine and dandy, easy peasy. And I suppose the arms, the arms is step 6. Step 2, go ahead and what does it say? What does that mean? Oh, okay, it says, I have no idea what it just said. Whatever. Step 3, oh, sorry, my bad. Rotate the waist. There you go. Step 3, fold this one out and fold the feet in. Okay, and then supposed to fold the legs right here and tab them in, tab the feet together, and there you go. It's looking like a jet now. Step 5 is to tab the arms. Okay, easy peasy. And then finally, step 6 is to fold this one back and collapse onto everything. She's got those vertical takeoff and landing thrusters. And you can store the weapon somewhere here, right here. There is a notch right there. And there you go. There is Windblade in her new decked out alt mode. Let me get rid of this. It's a lot difficult to appreciate the jet mode this way. Landing gear. It looks fantastic. I'm really liking it. There's more black, there's more silver. It's really, really nice. Okay, and just for comparison's sake, let's do this quickly. Transform. Windblades. City speaker. Okay, come on now. Oh, you can't, sorry. Rotate and then tab in to this. Oops. Okay. And then rotate. And fold. Yeah, I have to admit the blue on her knee pads, yeah, the yellow one's looking much better. And the crimson is really just off-putting in alt mode, so we'll see. Landing gear. Yeah, the new colors actually looking much better, more cartoony than this one. This one's not bad. The only thing going for this one really for me are, well, the torso, the fine lines and less ghastly yellow, but the yellow is grown on me. The head sculpt on this one, I still prefer it, honestly. Let me show you. But if I swap the heads, the reds are not going to match, so that just quickly became out of the question. But yeah, the battle mask is great, but I do like this original face sculpt better. But in terms of the jet mode and the overall paint scheme, I think this new Combiner Force version is a much better rendition of Windblade, and I absolutely love it. It's going to get a 10 out of 10 as well, just like this one. And yeah, it's a great set. It's not short packed. It's 2 per case. You're not going to have a difficult time finding it. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this little video review, and I hope you continue to watch, subscribe, and share my videos. This has been the Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Combiner Force Windblade. Thanks for watching.